What we organized today was a mock crash for our students. The scenario was we had students who were partying last night and they were so intoxicated that they still had alcohol in their system. So when they arrived at school this morning, our driver was actually driving erratically and she had passengers in her car. The passenger immediately beside her wasn't wearing his seatbelt and he actually went through the windshield. As she was reaching the school, a student was trying to cross the road, but he too was distracted and listening to music and texting, and he too was he too succumbed to his injuries. We're wanting to create awareness for our students. Unfortunately, some students still think that they're invincible, that if something wrong is going to happen, it won't happen to them. And hopefully some of the key messages that we've targeted do hit home with our students, that of the importance of wearing your seatbelt, of being aware of your surroundings, and of course not drinking and driving. We got incredible support, whether it be fire or ambulance or police. We even had the hospital help us out, McGinty's funeral home help us out, and You Need a Cab actually wanted to support this activity, and they are committed to giving each of our senior students, a total of 300, a $5 gift certificate so that we make sure that they use it and that they get used to using other alternatives to other than get into the car with somebody who has drunk.
What's the conversation been around this leading up to it? Talking about the distracted, walking or even driving, no texting in the car, and that of, drinking alcohol the night before, and what the wait time is.
Students were actually surprised at the fact that when you do drink, you automatically aren't better the next morning. We had a police officer who came and talked to us and told us that a lot of the drivers that are caught drinking and driving are usually caught in the early morning hours between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. So that really hit home with them, and they wanted to make sure that they presented that scenario to their peers so that they too could be aware of the risks that they could avoid.
And the contest that's going on here. Go into detail about that.
In January we learned that we won Project Ignition, sponsored by State Farm. In October our students actually wrote a 10-page report outlining the numerous activities that they wanted to have for their peers, and it was something that was going to cost some money, and so they turned to State Farm, and we were very pleased to learn that we were the only one out of 2 schools that were chosen in Canada, and there are a total of 25 schools selected across North America. And so by getting the money from State Farm, we were able to create numerous activities that have really hit home, and this is our finale here today. In fact, when we're done today, our work isn't done. We continue to put together our report, a second report that we will send back to State Farm, and this will actually garner another, hopefully, win. We're hoping where they're going to select the top 10 across North America. That will allow us to further receive more funds, and our students would actually be featured at a conference in the United States sometime next year. So we're very hopeful. We're keeping our fingers crossed that they will do well with this contest.